using. You may not have seen anything so far. We'll see. Just trying to fix for the chat. Making sure I have the right session. There we should be good to go. This a little bit bigger. No good place for the chat window. Put it over here. And transition. All right. Hopefully you guys can see the stuff. I'm going to assume you do. I'm not looking at the chat right now. One day I will actually be good at this. But right now I'm focused on being good at Forex. Hopefully you can see my screen okay. I don't have the faintest idea if you do, but I believe you do. And I am just going to go ahead and pop this chat open so I can see it just in case I need it. All right, so we are at 278, running a positive DD drawdown, and that is because of those two positions we talked about yesterday in my light trade. I was a little bit premature because the other day I thought that we had exhaustion here and we didn't quite have the final exhaustion here, so I talked about that yesterday. I could have added my position yesterday, but I didn't want to put more because I also had a negative pound dollar writing and a negative euro dollar writing. But I talked about the blocks being exhausted and that you could see that this was selling off or actually buying up, and then that the volume would climb up. And if we try to take a look at where we were yesterday, was the 16th. So we were around here yesterday, and we were talking about how there was no volume here and how the market makers were trying to see if there were more supply, so they were pushing down, but the volume was just not matching up. And we talked about the increase in volume was because they were buying up the last supply and that we could expect a push higher. And I drew this line as kind of the line that would be indicating the push higher. And that would have been an entry I could have taken yesterday. I decided not to because I was already negative on some other trades. So, but as we can see, we're doing pretty good on these two trades. I gotta go in and recode this color. The green color is damn hard to see. Up 31 pips on one and 2.4 pips on the other one. These are 20 cents a pip. So we're up 655 and 398. We're running almost $3+ in the safe. The Euro USD was down yesterday. We're up 40 pips today. We'll keep just adjusting this. I try to give about 20 pips to breed. As I get up to 40 pips, I'm going to start tightening this a little bit. We have this old line that we drew last week. I'll pull it out. I'll pull it out because I believe this is an area that will definitely have some impact to price and price action. So we'll come down to this one and we'll start seeing some hesitation, and then we're very close to the support. So we'll extend this one that's even older. This is one where we probably will see some congestion in price and hesitation in price. At that point, I will start pulling this stop loss about 9 pips away from price action, because then I expect some turn. My take profit is down here. This is really where I would like to see it go. Um, that would be at the bottom of this channel, and so we could have a bounce in this channel up. I don't think so. And then we could have a re-entry into this channel, which is the daily channel. But down here, we definitely will have the price starting to hesitate from these lines down to here. It'll make it down here most likely, but price will definitely come to a grinding halt. I'm actually going to start tightening this up a little bit more. We have an old support that's now acting as resistance, so price could very well come up in here. So we'll let that one sit. We have the pound dollar. This one we're still waiting to get positive. Now I pulled the line out here. This is an old support resistance, and it's testing the resistance, and it's actually primed for a short entry at this point. And I might actually take that since my drawdown is positive, meaning my risk is definitely going to be okay with this. I'm just gonna try to see. So we have this stair step down, and we have a double top here, and we have a huge candle here with, look at this volume here, right? I was trying to move it up. There was just no juice in it. And then you have this candle. So it means when you go into this candle, you see this closed up here, so it's open here, and it tried to push up, and then it went all the way down, and then came back up here to close below previous opening and previous close. And there's a lot of volume here. So that to me indicates that this is definitely a drive down. And now we have a test of this old support, which is resistance. So I think the position is primed for a short. We're going to go ahead and take that. So now we've got two positions in pound dollar, and that's okay. I'm not throwing out a stop loss quite yet, but I will now. You can see $24 in stop loss. I'm going to let this one breathe a little bit. That's way more than I care for. Yeah, in reality, the stop loss should be above the previous high. So I'll behave. I'll put it there. All right, so we're waiting for this one to go in profit. We're now $8 up. Euro continues down at this line here. We're starting to see a little bit of resistance here. This can go up, but there's still heavy volume in this. But hesitation is for sure there, so just pay attention to price coming down here. Again, we're going to keep tightening up the stop loss. Let's see, USD CHF. We're definitely going to tighten this baby up. We're going to lock in that. We have $8 on this one. Order 47. That's that one. Stop loss right below here with 14 pips. But we're at 40 pips. We need to tighten this baby. At least up to here. We'll do it. All right. This one is about to run up to the last open position we have. We now have both of these positions in profit, 12 pips on the second one. Let's see. Of course, this one's going to hesitate because when you look left, you will see that I'm phenomenal. I am phenomenal right here. You should not be taking a trade right here. Where did I take the trade? Right here. Anyway. See how quick it changed? We were up $8, now we're down and that's quite all right. So there's the hesitation, as we talked about. We're up 382 on there. I got 259 locked in. I'm okay if that one comes out. I really would like to see all the positions come out today. I took a trade on this one earlier today, about 7:30 or so. Let's see, when did I take this trade? 7:45. I had support and resistance here, so that's support, broke through it, and came back up to test it. And when it did, I took the trade, and I'm in it now. Good volume. The volume's going up as it goes down, so that means there's still pressure. Continue down. Tested that resistance, came down, tested that resistance again, and it held. So this one should go down. This was on 5 minutes. This is what I saw on 15 minutes. I was looking for a break on the structure. We also had a double top here. That's one thing I noted. And I also saw that earlier this morning, around 6 in the morning, I saw that this area here, and I drew a yellow rectangle around it. Let's see if I can activate that. It's this thing here. Change the colors. Let's see if it's active. Right, so I drew a rectangle around this for the reason that it was a good support. It was a strong support. It came down, came down, came down, and it held. But then we had a breakthrough early this morning at, so this would be 6 a.m. We had a breakthrough through that support. So, and then we came up and there was like weak, the volume in the move up was weak. And this bearish candle had higher volume than this candle, which has a bigger body. So that kind of indicated to me something's about to happen. So I was waiting for that test. So I'm in that. Let's see. I don't think there's any chat going on. Good morning, Faisal. Here. I'm just responding to the chat. So Faisal is a guy that I've known for quite some time. He's traded with me before. He's really good. Let me know if you hear the sound good. Just want to make sure that I just want to make sure everything comes through good. All right. So let's see. I'm just checking a little bit. I have the euro, New Zealand dollar that could be primed for a short. We have this line from many days ago, currently being respected. We're inside this trading channel. We came almost up, well, we came up to the sweet spot for sure, which we had drawn a couple of days ago. Came up, we had a touch up to 79, and so 79 is OTE, which is the optimal trading entry. Sweet spot is absolute. And then we have a break through this little line here. So we're at the top of this trading channel. We have a downtrend as it stands right now, and we'll see how it acts over here. Double whammy. So smaller volume on the up candle, so it's a fake. This had a huge volume with a small body, so something is not being said here, right? Small body, huge volume, and it ended up closing close to opening, which means distribution is kind of done. But I'm not quite ready to get into this one yet. So I want to see what happens here. So we'll let that one sit. Euro USD still hesitating, thinking about it. I believe it's going to continue down, but we called out for this area when we started the live show. So US CAD, huge wicks, right? Big volume, big body, small wick, big body, lesser volume, right? Um, this one is getting primed. Consolidation, first consolidation. This is a breakout. So we have this. Gotta find a color that works. I mean, neon colors is like. Right, so there's the consolidation, up, down, up, down, up, down, breakout, backup testing, and now we'll see if this is holding. We have a bearish candle here, big volume compared to the bullish candles. So there's weakness, shooting stars. There is weakness in here. This is in 4 hours. So we can take a look at US CAD and Euro USD and on the correlation and see if let's see if they correlate or not. Faisal, let me know if you hear me okay. Just type in the chat window so I know that all things are well. Just trying to set up so I can display the browser. Just give me a second. I'm trying to see if I can find it. I don't know which one it is. This is going to work. So I'm just going to pop open the display. For a second, I'm just going to show my window for a second. Let me know if you guys see it. Probably have to move it up. All right, so you should see it right now. I'm going to go over to economic calendar again. This will probably be the last day I mention this. Again, you can look at it. A couple of big reports coming out in an hour and 3 minutes. They can, and most likely will, help the dollar index if the news are good. Feds are talking in 3 minutes. That always does something. This is media report, but when Fed opens their mouth, it's always something. Let's reload this correlation. I'm going to jump over. So we're trading US CAD and we're trying to see if we can go short and if that would be consistent with all the other positions we have. So this is loading very slow. I don't know why. Still waiting. So we are short on Euro USD, so US CAD, US CAD, US CAD. Okay, so we're short on Euro USD and US CAD. It's negative 78. So that would be a good hedge. If we're short on Euro USD, then we should be long on US CAD, right? That makes sense. Because if we're short on Euro USD, we believe the dollar is weak, dollar is strong. So on US CAD, we should be the opposite, right? So this little breakout here, since the trading is now back inside the box, we're not going to take a trade. So this is, and also we don't have a break of structure over here. This is why you want to take your time when you're setting up your trades. Is make sure you do the work, so your entries are, so you know you have good entries. We already have a long position, which is consistent with our short on Euro USD and short on pound dollar. So we're negative 17 pips. So we're in this. So we're going to leave it writing and see what happens. Big volume on this. Lots of wicks here, shooting star, indecisions. We'll leave this, baby. All right. This one is starting to hesitate a little bit. Expected. We're going to tighten this stop loss up. And we're going to move this stop loss. We're 10 pips into this one, and I want to give it some breathing room because it's going to come down, most likely to here. So while this one is plus 27 pips here, this one we're going to let it breathe a little bit. So we'll put it below here. If we lose this one, we're at negative $3. That's quite all right. We obviously want to see this continue up. So let me turn off the display because we don't need that any longer. Come on. Just checking so you guys see my screen. All right. I do apologize about all this shit, but like I said, eventually I'll get good at this, I guess. There's always hope for improvements. All right, so we're back up to almost $9 plus. That means euro is running. That means we're positive on our second position on pound dollar. Yen, we're short on that. We're waiting for a drop in this one. We still believe it will happen. We drew an arrow over here saying it's going to go short, and it went up 50 pips. Went up to this line that we drew a while back. Now, it's hard to see because of this number, so we're going to zoom out a little bit. I think we're going to go daily. Let's zoom in. Let's see if we can do this. This is challenging. What I want to show is that we had a retracement up to optimal trade entry, which is right in here. So I'm trying to draw this box so it shows optimal trading entry zone is here. And this candle, this is big volume, no body, so indecision. And then volume is going down, even though you have a bullish candle, you have a lower volume. So this one, 3 pips negative. This one will go down for sure. I set the profit zone 1. I'm actually going to move this one down to profit zone 2. That's a massive move. There's 375 pips. Well, I'll set it there in case we have something happening over the weekend and we can catch that. We gotta tighten up the stop loss on this one. This is up here. 14 bucks. I'll tighten it up a bit. Let's see, run that up here. 30 pips. So we'll just tighten this up to here. So now the stop loss is 6 bucks. So we're good there. All right, so we broke 9 bucks positive. I'm really just looking to see if I can get out. Of course, I can get out of all position, even the negative ones right now, because I'm running a positive DD. So even if I close out now, even the losing position, I'm still making money. I would like to see all of them be positive. My goal is to close all of this out today and next week, and we'll start trading 003 positions. So we're going to start seeing the growth accelerate even further. But right now we're doing pretty good. We're 288. We might hit 300 today. Don't know. Don't think there's enough volatility for it, but we'll see. We just broke 10. Don't know if since there's not a whole lot of people on this live stream, it's just me, myself, and I at this point. I think I'm just gonna close the shop up. Summarized everything I could summarize. It's probably we are into this for roughly 30 some minutes, 34 minutes. So I'm going to end the stream today. I'm going to wish you a happy weekend. I hope you have good profit, and I hope things have worked out well for you. And see you next week. Have a good weekend and take care. And thank you.